Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's what I've been playing, what I've been watching, what I've been reading. And as you probably tell, my neck is a lot better. Shoulders still a little bit stiff, in case you're wondering. I slipped off my motorbike just over a week ago, and I didn't actually drop the bike. I slipped. I was only literally coming around the back of my house on trying to go to work and trying to lift my bike back up or stop myself from dropping the bike. Let's say I pulled my shoulder pretty badly. I've been to the doctors, but because the doctor will probably say just rest it, so I've been resting it best I can. And I gotta be honest, today is probably the best it's felt since my little mishap. Okay, so so what have I been playing, watching, or reading? Haven't actually got a lot in front of me to talk about today, but before we get into that, I did want to do a quick shout out for myself. Yesterday I was really proud of myself. We went game hunting. It was me, and I was meeting my mate Luxton, shout out Luxton, and my mate Chris, shout out Chris, and it's meeting them in Swansea. And I was going to catch a train from where I live to Swansea, and I had zero anxiety. That's never happened. That hasn't happened over 10 years. I normally going on a train on my own. Might seem, if you don't suffer with mental health and stress and anxiety, maybe you think, what are you talking about? But sometimes I'll have a mini panic attack and I'll be drenched in sweat. It's a big deal for me to go anywhere on my own sometimes. And yesterday, it was quite a busy train as well. I tried to go early to avoid the busy trains. I always plan my, it's where I've got to live, unfortunately. I got to plan my journeys when it's the quietest. And I went on, the train was full. I did actually get a seat. And I just looked out the window and I was thinking, my heart rate didn't even go up at all. I just think, normally I used to think, and I get on the train, nobody cares, right? Most people, when you get on a train, if you look around, they're all on their phones like this, or they're reading a book, or they're looking out the window. I normally look out the window. Yesterday was the first time I got on the train, and I didn't care. And I felt like a normal person, so I'm really happy how far my mental health is coming along, you know. And the reason I wanted to talk about that, obviously I'm chuffed a bit. It's a big it's not a little victory, it's a big victory. But I had a breakdown a couple of years ago, and I suffered with my mental health, suicidal thoughts and everything like that. And I got help, basically, and I seek professional help. It's a big deal, it's a big step. It's a lot easier said than done, but I had to, and I had counselling. I think it was 8 or 10 sessions, counselling sessions, and it's not enough, but I went all in on it. And I know this is a gaming channel normally, but if you are suffering with your mental health, please do me a favour, do it for me. Please talk to someone, and it might not work for you, but it definitely worked for me, and is working for me. I've learned all little tricks and techniques to calm myself down and everything. But yesterday was a big victory for me yesterday. So if you do struggle, please do me one favour, talk to someone and consider seeking professional help. Alright, because it did work for me. Anyway, sorry, I just wanted to talk about that before we got into the games. So thanks if anyone hasn't clicked off. Oh, here we go. But I am a advocate, I suppose, for mental health. Okay, so what have I been playing? Alright, before I show you anything, the highlight of my week, didn't realise it was the highlight of my week until I think looking back. These videos are like a recap of my week, aren't they? So, shout out Morgan, guy I work with in work. He's recently bought a Steam Deck. My friend Chris has got one, but I'm pretty confident this was the first time I've ever played a Steam Deck, and it was so nice. I think he had it delivered on the Tuesday, And fair play, he didn't pay scalpers. He's ordered it through the site. I think they're a lot easier to get hold of now. Like, I've seen them go for silly money in CX. I'm like, oh, please don't be paying those prices. So he paid the going rate for it. And literally Wednesday morning, we were in the staff room. I was about to go to work right before the shift was about to start. He just put it in my hands. There you go, Tony. And it was like halfway through a game of Marvel versus Capcom 2. And it just put a smile on my face because it's one of my favourite games of all time. And that Steam Deck's a serious piece of kit, let me tell you. I would love to have one. I don't play my handhelds enough at the moment to justify it, but I was really impressed with it. It just, as soon as it was in my hands, it felt like quality. And I was playing as Spider-Man. It was like instant. I think Morgan must have been a round in or halfway through a match or something, because it wasn't ready fight, and it was just fighting, you know. And so thank you, Morgan. I'm not sure if you're subscribed to my channel, but yeah, I really appreciate it. And I put a smile. I've had a really hard week in work this week. Thank God I'm off work now for next week and one day the week after. But maybe not smiling on the outside, but I was definitely smiling on the inside. Yeah, so thank you. I really appreciated that. What else have I been playing? Most of the week I've been playing one game. I'm still loving this game. It's my second playthrough of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I love this game. I thoroughly enjoyed it when I played it. About a year ago I played it. But then the DLC went down. The season pass or whatever went down. It was like £10 or £11 and it's normally £35-ish, give or take. I'm having a ball playing this game. I kind of done one of the stories I'd done before. It's kind of a lot of new content. There's another island that I didn't go to. I'm not sure if I could have gone through. It's like a volcano. It's like Mordo kind of thing, but in the Ghost Recon universe. Yeah, so that game, I can't recommend it enough. I think I looked earlier on. If you want to get this digital, I think it's $8.99 in the PlayStation sale. And it's probably, I think I paid that for the physical last year on Amazon. So it's definitely worth that. If you're a fan of the Far Cry games as well, I recommend this. It's more military more of a military style or military simulator, I think is the right phrase to use for it. But yeah, brilliant game. Really enjoying that. And the other two games, so I didn't do Tony's Tekken Tuesday. Because of my shoulder, I was really bad at the start of the week. I'm taking painkillers. My mother's given them to me. They're Cocodamol. They're really strong ones. Because funny enough, she's medically retired because she's got a trapped nerve in her neck and all her shoulder. Not sure if it's a left or right shoulder, but she was told you can't go to work anymore because you'll be in a wheelchair. You'll be paralysed, and it was serious stuff like with my mother. So she's got really good painkillers. So I've been popping them. Because I don't normally take painkillers, they make me really drowsy. So I take 2 in the morning. Because it wakes me up riding my motorbike to work. It wakes me up. I'm going to fall asleep on a motorbike. Well, fuck, I hope nobody falls asleep on a motorbike. That could be nasty. But then I try not to take any in work when I'm in work, because I remember taking them just before break and I'm nearly sleeping. But basically, I took them when I got home from work. I'm nearly sleeping on that Tuesday. So I'm really sorry I didn't do Tony's Tekken Tuesday. Friday night fights, I didn't do that. Again, I'm sorry, but I was watching the FA Cup. Arsenal against Man City, and I put money on fucking Arsenal, didn't I? So sorry, I wasn't in the right mood. I just thought I'd rather watch football. But we did do, I didn't grab it. We did King of Fighters 15. Where are you, King of Fighters 15? There it is. Yes, I did that this morning, so thanks. Hum along if you can't sing along. Thanks for stopping and by and commenting. And Pazman90, he's always there. You apologise. Oh, sorry, I'm late. It's okay. You know what I mean? If nobody shows up, I'm just enjoying. And then they stay up on my channel anyway. If you want to see average to bad gameplay of this game, I effing love this game. Every time I play it, I think I fall in love with it a little bit more, you know. So yeah, we did 3 goes of story mode, and I'm just picking randoms now. I do one. My first playthrough is a strong team. Then it's like randoms, then it's quite the weak team, you know. Team players, characters I haven't gotten for quite a while. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. And if you did, you don't have to comment, but I do, when I see, oh, someone's watching, it does make me feel happy. One sec, my dog Rossi's just come to say hello. Hello? Do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello? Come watch your head. Hello. Wait, what's the microphone now? Oh, he's tired. He's tired. Are you looking? Kiss. Oh, he's a good boy. You'll have food in a bit, is it? Is that what you want? It's early for food. Sorry. But we've always got time for Rossi, haven't we? You going to be a good boy? Kiss. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Right, down then. Good boy. Right, won't be long. Oh, my back went there. I get rid of a shoulder injury and get a back injury. How'd you do your back? Making YouTube videos. Extreme videos. Yeah, so, yeah, you don't have to comment. I just appreciate any support. If anybody's taken any interest in my small YouTube channel, thank you. I really appreciate it. The other 2 games, I have played them, but literally dipping in and out. I played a little bit of Injustice 2. When I mean a little bit, I've just gone into practice mode. Done a who did I do this week? I think I did Sub-Zero, and do this special move, record it on my phone and change it and make it into a short on my YouTube shorts. Just messing around, changing the music, just having a laugh with it. Okay, that's all I've done with that. And almost identical, I'll do a fatality with Mortal Kombat 11, and yeah, just do the same thing, like Thomas the Tank Engine music or Teletubbies music, just messing around, you know. But some of it, because it's so gory, what you're actually looking at, that music's like a mishmash. It's just having a laugh, you know. I'm just trying to make people laugh, you know. So that's all I've played this week, okay. I will catch up on my gaming throughout the week, though, because I got a week off. I have got stuff to do. I'm not going anywhere on my holiday, but this is like a week to, yes, rest my shoulder and relax and recover. But I want to catch up on some of the painting around the house and sorting things out. I might go to IKEA. I want another bookcase or 2 bookcases, maybe some extra shelves. So the games room's going to get a little bit of love as well over the next week. That's the plan anyway. So that's all I've been playing, okay, guys? Mainly watched YouTube. Haven't watched any Bleach. I don't know what it is. When I watch it, I really enjoy it. But it's all on my iPad, you know. I watch YouTube on my iPad, and all the apps and everything's on my iPad. It's so easy. I can, in 3 seconds from right now, I could be watching Bleach. It's that quick and easy. But I haven't been in the mood for it, you know. Like I said, I've had a tough week with work and stuff, so I haven't been in a good place. But I started watching last night. I'm still, unfortunately, struggling to watch a movie in one sitting. One of the other things I plan to do this week, this will be a challenge now, is to watch Avatar, The Way of the Water, or whatever it's fucking called. I'm not purposely. The advantage of watching it now, most people that are Avatar fans would have already seen it. So I plan to watch it like a early afternoon showing or something like that. I think the UCI in Swansea I'll probably go to, because I couldn't get it. I couldn't on the Odeon. I'd rather go there. I might call in there actually. Yeah, it's going to be nice and quiet basically. So I plan to watch that, but the challenge is that's like over 3 hours long. I struggled last night. I can't do it in one sitting, but I really enjoyed it. I watched Poltergeist 1 last night. I'm about probably just over halfway. To be fair, I had an early night last night because I had a bit of an early morning. I'll get to why I've been training. So stick around for my training update. I know nobody does watch it for that, but I like to put it in there. It's like a digital diary, I suppose, you know. But yeah, I tell you what a great film. It's aged really well. I love the typical like 80s and stuff. all like the references and stuff like that. But the little girl, she's a fantastic actress, isn't she? She's gone in, like, if you haven't seen it, spoilers, but if you have seen it, she's stuck in the other world and she's talking through the TV. But you know, like, kind of close to the beginning, it's really good acting. She's just looking at the TV and she's smiling like a little girl would, as if she's having a conversation. I don't know how they did it. Obviously, it's Steven Spielberg, isn't it? Did the first Poltergeist movie. But the way she goes, yes, 5. She doesn't go, I'm 5. So obviously the person's asking, how old are you? And she goes, I don't know. And she's smiling, I don't know, like a little girl would do, or a little kid would do, you know. So I'm really impressed with this. I was a kid probably the last time I watched it. That tree, that was a creepy looking tree, wasn't it? But it looks really fake. Back in the day when I watched it originally, I didn't think it was a fake looking tree. Yeah, it's brutal, isn't it? When he runs out to the swimming pool, he thinks she's drowned. Oh, it's fucking brilliant film, like, you know. Yeah, I'm getting back into my horror movies. That's a plan anyway. I'm gonna watch that, enjoy that. I've got King Kong to watch this week. I'll finish that tonight. I might do all 3 this week. I might watch The Thing as well. Big fan of the Thing series as well. Okay, so that's the only movie I've watched. YouTube, staying with YouTube then. So I always, no matter if I'm in a good mood, bad mood, depression, whatever, I'm always watching YouTube. Setting up a YouTube channel was part of my mental health journey. I really am convinced it's working. It wasn't something my counsellor said, or it's not a professional. If you want to combat your mental health, you need to set up a YouTube channel. I'm not saying that, but for me, not working on building my confidence back up. I used to be a very confident person at one point in my life. I'm getting back, and this is part of that, and it's something I really enjoy doing anyway, and I'm always watching YouTube. So this week's channel of the week is a fellow Welsh YouTuber. He's commented on a couple of my videos, and it's Retro Red Steve. So in one word, I will tag the channel in the description of this video. So go check him out. It's Retro Red Steve, all one word. And the video it's quite a couple of weeks old video. But it's pickups, Christmas gifts, CX and eBay. So most of us YouTubers, we did like what we had for Christmas kind of video. But what I like about Steve's channel, right? He's very similar to me. He also, in this video, it's obvious he's a just by 2 seconds of watching his video, he's got a Master System running on the TV behind him. So he's a big Master System. He must be my generation, my age group, you know. But he collects Sega Force magazines as well. So there's 2 of us. I don't know exactly where he's from. His Welsh accent sounds quite local to where I'm from. But yeah, it was nice, and he was always collecting Master System games. Good channel, you know, it's a bigger channel than I am, you know. But yeah, definitely go check it out. And it was nice hearing another thick Welsh accent. I think I've got a thick Welsh accent, and I appreciated that. The Master System, and then when I saw he collects not retro gamer. He actually does collect retro gamer magazines, but he collects the retro magazines. You know, the original magazines from back in the day, you know. So I got competition now. I thought I was the only person, if he is living in the same kind of area as me. There's 2 of us going out buying all these magazines. Right, what have I been reading? I haven't read for the last 2 nights my main book. I've always got a main book on the go. Then I've got like a magazine and like an art book, or either like a Street Fighter or a Samurai Shodown book. I've always got a couple of, it might be reading this and a Berserk or something, like a manga or something like that. But I'm really into this now, The Never Ending Story. I did stop reading this when I was reading Movie Making Nerds, so I finished that. This is much better than that anyway. But it is quite different, very faithful. The film rather is very faithful to the book, but then it's quite a bit more in depth, you know. It's not quite as dramatic with I talked about it with the horse drowning. It's nowhere near as dramatic in the book as that, 'cause it is a kid's book. But I'm at the point now where, do you know, they're hinting that, what's his name? The kid reading the book, Bastian. He's like, I'd love to they're basically hinting that the person reading the book is involved in the story. They're hinting at that, if that makes sense. If you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I'm a little bit further than where that pink thing is. I'm 135 pages in. Again, I don't rush. Again, with my mental health, I had to read, another thing in my life that's improved, I'd have to read 30 pages every night, otherwise something terrible is going to happen. My brain, if I read 29 pages and then fell asleep and didn't read another page, so get to that 30, minimum of 30 pages, something bad was going to happen. My dog was going to die, my nan's going to, I'd have these horrible thoughts and it was all going to be my fault because I didn't read 30 pages of a book. So I've learnt it's nonsense. It isn't nonsense when you're struggling with it, but now I realise they don't use the word nonsense, but it's my way of describing it, okay? Nothing bad's going to happen if I read one word of this tonight, or nothing bad's going to, it's been in my work bag, basically, since Friday. So I just brought it up when I started filming this video, you know? So again, another win for Tony against his mental health. I filmed a video reading this. That's going up. Filmed it today. But I've got it going up tomorrow night. I think at 6 p.m. So put in your diaries. It's my first time I've done a PlayStation Weekly. PSW, is it PlayStation? I think it's PlayStation Weekly. PlayStation World, what am I on about? I didn't have these magazines growing up. I bought this. I think I was looking for Sega or Nintendo magazines, and this either was in a bundle or it just caught my eye because it's got Soul Calibur 2 on the cover, and it's a really good article in here. It says it's better than Tekken. That caught my eye. I thought, okay, really? But it doesn't really show it. They should have. Basically, it's a really good write-up about Soul Calibur 2, then Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, and then they compare the two. So I won't spoil it, who wins, but have a look. Check out my video tomorrow at 6 p.m. sharp, Bambinos. Yes, this is actually... My brain was like, this isn't a retro magazine. It's only the PlayStation 2. 20 years old, this magazine is. So it's got adverts for 2003. So, Christ, it's funny how the brain plays tricks on you, you know? Yeah, so it's a beautiful magazine. I'm actually now, I think, out... The only other retro magazines I've got is actually a stack of, I don't collect them anymore, the Retro Gamer magazines. I only buy them if it's some kind of, like I think the last one I bought, it had a good King of Fighters write-up, so yeah, I'm going to buy that one. But yeah, let me know, do you want me to do more Let's Read with Tonys with these magazines? Because I've got a stack, and I was like, I've already done that one. I had my YouTube channel up. I've already done that one, so I think I've done 13 or 14 of my magazines, which is all of my proper old school ones, you know, because some of them are quite cheap, some are a little bit pricey. The ones I want, one I really want's £20. I can't justify spending £20 on one magazine, you know, even if it has got a lot of nostalgia attached to it. I'm playing the waiting game on that one. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. And the other thing it's new to the collection, well, I tell you what, I've had it a week and really enjoying this, is the official guide to the King of Monsters Godzilla book. Okay, I showed this off on yesterday's video on my pickups. Ordered it on Amazon. I paid half price for it. It's £30. It's worth £30. This is top quality. Okay, it's hardback. It's got a beautiful, absolutely stunning cover. I love this artwork. When this goes on my shelf, it's not going to go that way. It's going to go that way, let me tell you, so I can enjoy the artwork. But I say reading. I've read the introduction, but it's more looking at all the pictures and stuff like that, you know, taking it in. I've actually got a poster. That is, if I do a game, when I'm going to do a game room tour, if I ever get to 500. I've been really ambitious now. If I ever get to 500 subscribers, then I'll do another games room tour. Okay, I've actually got that behind my TV. I got a poster of that. I've got a couple of Godzilla. I love Godzilla. In case you didn't know. Yeah, sorry, I'm supposed to be showing you. You got the Son of Godzilla there. Yeah, it's a great book. If you're... Oh, it's got the spider. Yeah, so it's a great book. If you're half a fan of Godzilla, get that in your collection. And it's half price at the moment, okay? Yeah, so that's what I've been reading, you know, but more looking at the pictures. I will read it cover to cover. Okay, so that is pretty much everything I've been up to. I'm just going to do my training update now. Actually been twice this week. Despite my shoulder problem, I have actually managed to go twice. So click off the video now if you're not interested in my training. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye. Still there? So yeah, paused. Very professional. Yeah, so my training. I've been... Went for a good run last Sunday, but the only problem last Sunday, I've got new running trainers. And I wore the trainer socks. And it's an exciting story, isn't it? So I wore trainer socks and they rubbed my heel quite deep actually. But when you're running, you can feel it, but it doesn't really, you don't stop and look and see, fucking hell, my foot is red, drenched with blood kind of thing. And so I'm back with my old school trainers now. So I went for a nice steady jog. I'm not interested at the moment with my times. I did 5k on Tuesday night. I think that's when I must have taken my painkillers after, because I'm left-handed, but with my dog, with Rossi on the lead, I use my right hand, and I was bending my arm, but he pulls quite a bit, especially when we're jogging. We jog to a point. When we get to the canal, he comes off the lead when it's nice and safe. So that must have just been enough, and he was throbbing when I got back, when I sat down. So, yeah, I took the painkillers. Then I obviously was too tired to do Tekken Tuesday. So I enjoyed it. It was a beautiful night. It's very dark, but he's got one of those collars that lights up. So I just follow the light, and it's going back and forth. But it's really nice because it was so dark. The sun, sorry, the moon and the stars were out. Oh, it was stunning it was, okay? Then today, bit of a mess of a jog. I'm really glad I went. I never regret going for a run. I only did 8 kilometres. I do want to get back to the level where it's a minimum of 10 kilometres. But I am on holiday at the moment. But it was a bit of a mess. What I mean by that, I got up a little bit later. I think we left at about 8:30. And then when we got... So basically I thought I'll just jog around my local park. It's a park, it's like a lake called the Knoll. It's really very pretty place to take a dog for a walk. It's very popular. So I thought I'd go early so it's nice and quiet. And there was... Parkrun is on a Saturday. But I think it's Kids Parkrun or something was on today, and they were getting ready, so I was constantly, I don't want to be in anyone's way, so we were kind of, I'll jog over there, then I'll do a lap of this, we'll jog up there, and then it was like making it up as I prefer to have a route. So by the time I got back, it was just over 8 kilometres, but I felt okay, you know. It's a proper cross-country jog today with a few hills, a few mountains, yeah, steep mountains, you know, climbing up. No, it's probably a slope like that, you know. Yes, I'm glad I went. I don't want to be pushing, but I want to get back to the fitness I was before I was ill over Christmas, where it was like, I think I got up to 17, 18 kilometres. It was my big run. I know you can't do that every week, but I might do 3 runs this week. That's my goal, is to do 3 training sessions running a week, you know, and fix and mend my shoulder and build up that back to full strength, you know. So that is my full recap of the week. Don't forget to Hadouken that subscribe button. Yeah, let me know. Do you want me to do more of these Let's Reads? I really enjoy them. I'm not on the camera. The camera's like pointing down, so I'm going to look at me. But you have got to look at my hands. My hands are looking a lot better, actually. I do apologise when I do the video because you're looking more at my hands. But the good thing is my hands get really bad really quick, but they heal really quick as well. Must be like a mutant or something. That would explain a lot, actually. Anyway, enough rambling. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel Retro Red Steve. if you like my content, there's a good chance you'll enjoy his content as well, you know. Yeah, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.